Welcome to Collinsville High School YouTube channel. First of all, I want to give thank you to Equipment Setup Ken Kemp and Ty Hill. I also want to thank our camera operator and our director, Sasha Young. Commentators tonight will be Daniel Johnson and Carrie Johnson. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. The game starts in about 16 minutes as of right now. Somebody I want to introduce that's going to help me broadcast this game today is an old Collinsville great, all-state volleyball player, Miss Carrie Johnson. Carrie, how are you doing this afternoon? Talk to me, Carrie. You should be live now. Sorry about that.
Good, and I'm glad to be here.
Good. Carrie, I do got a few questions for you since you're here. Might as well interview you and kind of get some insight on what we're trying to do. Carrie, what's it take to rebuild a program? You know, something that you went through as a 9th and 10th grader. I can remember as a 9th grader when Coach Johnson and you were putting together a new program and starting a new program down south in Benbow, Texas. That particular program had never made the playoffs before, and there you were at that time making the playoffs for the first time ever at that school district. What's it take to rebuild a program?
It takes a lot, and it takes more than one person as myself, and it takes more than one coach like Miss Johnson. It takes an entire team to be accepting and welcome newcomers and just welcome something new and to find it and compete with it. So I think when Johnson had come in, Collinsville especially really just had its ups and downs with us, but then we found a way to just kind of find a high point and then take off from there. And I think the new program came in, kind of really exploded, and then we've just found our Collinsville has found its groove.
100%, I totally agree. I mean, for you guys to come in here your first year in Collinsville to win a bi-district championship, make the area round, next year win a bi-district championship, area championship, make the regional quarterfinals, and then the year after that you made it all the way to the regional tournament, winning the regional quarterfinal championship and almost winning a district championship. For y'all to build a program that way in 3 years, and for the Collinsville Pirates program, I don't want to say actually rebuilding, but just trying to retool and find exactly what they can do. What is the best thing about playing district ball rather than playing pre-district games?
District ball has a different feel to it than pre-games. I think everybody knows that, but you might not know that if you haven't really experienced a district game. Pre-game seasons are important, there's no doubt about that, but a district game actually really matters because it places you in your district 1 through 4 of wanting to make the playoffs, and then from there wanting to make a run in the playoffs. So when district starts, it's kind of the seeding. It's like a tournament. It's a big tournament. It's a bracket, and you want to do well in it so that you can get seeded high and make a run in the playoffs. So district kind of has a more intense feeling to it, and you kind of just want to be the best in the general area, and then when you get to playoffs, figure out if you're the best in an overall setting.
Correct, and we're 0-1 right now in district play. And the Sam Rayburn Lady Rebels, which is who we're playing tonight, it is the first year of their program. They're actually coming in today with a 1-0 district record, and we fell short last week to Wolf City, which, you know, we kind of ran into a situation a couple of weeks ago to where some of our kids had to sit out for a certain situation, and it wasn't any kind of discipline issues. It was just a situation that kind of hit our program, but we kind of trying to rebound from it. When they came back, we went ahead and put them straight in. We put them straight into the game, and I can kind of see how they're getting better because before the situation happened, I felt like our program was running. We beat Bells 3-2, and the kids were getting better and better. But to play a district game, to kind of only have one game under their belt to get better, it was kind of tough. I didn't think we looked as good as we can. I do feel like our team is moving in the right direction. They're moving up, but I do feel like round 2 in district, our girls are going to be ready. I talked to one of the players today, one of the captains, and she told me that she really felt like the team had a really good practice yesterday. Another question for you, Carrie, is how should a player approach practice when trying to learn how to win? Because in my opinion, you can't just approach the game ready to go and ready to win right then. Practice has to be important. How do they need to approach practice in order to win?
Before even going to that practice question, I kind of want to reiterate on Collinsville being 0-1 in district right now. I firmly believe, having gone through several new programs, that nobody comes right in and wins right away. It takes a couple of losses. It takes a couple of learning lessons in order to find that high point so that you can start winning. So even though Collinsville is 0-1 and Sam Rayburn is 1-0, momentum so that they can really explode from there. Because, like I said before, nobody comes in and just wins games. Kind of team you are, so that you can start winning, and that starts at practice. Practice is a key point. Nobody comes in a game and it's just immediately a utility player just has an outstanding game if they don't practice. Practice so that when you get into a game, nothing's different.
100% agree. I mean, people really underestimate practice, and without practice, you have to be able to play. A quote from Michael Jordan that I really like is someone asked him when they're in the NBA championship game, are you going to sit out of practice and rest? And he just straight out said, practice. I got to practice. I love practice. So that's a big time opportunity for somebody to get better. Totally agree. CJ or Kerry, I have another question for you. You know, if a player wants to go play college volleyball or any kind of college sport, what is the coach looking for? Not just, for example, as being an athlete, because everybody thinks you just got to be awesome to go play college ball. When a coach is recruiting you, what are they looking for in a player to go play college ball?
I think the first thing they look for is what kind of work ethic do you have? How does your work ethic contribute to the talent you already have? You can be an extremely that doesn't mean that you can't make it to the regional tournament. I would say to the newcomers, you have a chance. When we came in, we wanted to do well, but we never expected that we'd make it as far as the regional tournament. So you just never know what can happen as a young player coming in. You may be able to come in, especially in high school, and make a big momentous difference on the team. So just speaking to the returners, it can happen again. It can happen again with whatever team you have. And then speaking to the newcomers, it can happen in the first place. You just got to continually work and figure out what your team's thing is to help you get that far.
Oh, I totally agree. And it's something that winning is one of those things, Carrie, in my opinion. Once you get on a roll, it's hard to stop. But you know what? So is losing. So it's one of those situations to where I do know, just by experience and coaching, that these kids can win. These kids can play. We do have athletes out here. Not only do we have athletes out here, we have kids that have chemistry. We just got to get back into that win column, so I couldn't agree even more. Right now we have the girls out here that are actually performing tonight. This is your Collinsville Lady Pirates getting prepared for tonight's district home opener game versus the Sam Rayburn Lady Rebels. We start in about 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Looks like they're having an extremely good pregame. I did talk to Coach Johnson today. She was extremely excited about where their practices have been. I talked to Michaela McDonald and Taylor Shepard the other day, and they said they felt like they were getting better. I talked to Katie Johnson this afternoon, and she said they felt like they had a good practice yesterday. So a lot of these kids are excited. I do not see them walking around with their head down. I don't see that at all. I still see confidence. I just know that they understand and there's things that they need to do in order to have success.
About the losing streak with Collinsville right now, in any losing streak for any team, it really just takes one win. Even though they're having a losing streak and they're trying to figure out what they need to do, if they can break the losing streak by just getting one win, they'll be able to find that points where they can really take off. And that goes the same for any team. If you're just down, which Collinsville obviously doesn't look like they're down right now, because they know that if they can get that one win, it just takes one to get them back on top and to figure out what they need to do.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, in my opinion as a coach, I'm just going to say they're down, but they're not down athletically. They're not down emotionally. But you know as well as I do, when you're kind of losing right now, well, there's nothing but down. So at the same time, with what you said, there's nowhere to go but up. But you're right, Carrie. They have players out there. They have a good coach. They have motivators. We have supportive administrators. We have a great superintendent, Mark Dietz, a good principal in Kim Patterson, a great boys athletic director, and Garrett Patterson, which, by the way, the boys are heading to Peacer tonight on a 2-0 winning streak of the football team. And couldn't be more excited for the way them boys are playing, so we give them all the support tonight. But you're right, in 3 minutes and 50 seconds, this team has an opportunity to get back on a winning streak and get after it.
Especially with Sam Rayburn. Sam Rayburn's always been good competition in every sport that Collinsville's played them in. And even though it's a new volleyball program, I'm sure a lot of people are expecting a lot of things. So Collinsville and Sam Rayburn have always had good competition, always played each other very well. So this will be a very exciting game to see.
Yeah, every time we played Sam Rayburn in basketball, I'll tell you, it was always a nice, tight game. It's the first year Sam Rayburn's ever had volleyball. So it's one of those situations to where you never know what you're getting. They are 1-0 in district play. We're 0-1 in district play. So in my opinion, we need to respect that. Once again, this game starts in about 3 minutes. Looks like we got our first volleyball hit on the camera there. So outstanding camera work out of Sasha Young there. Once again, we appreciate Ken Kemp and Ty Hill for setting the equipment up. And we also thank Miss Sasha Young, our camera operator and our director. They do an outstanding job, and they were here today fixing this stuff up. So once again, we appreciate that. We also want to give thank you to the Collinsville Athletic Booster Club that has been supporting the boys program and the girls program with some donations this week. So it was unbelievable. That's the kind of support that I know both the boys and girls athletic program needs. So I ask any of you out there that are going to be able to listen to this thing tonight, please get involved. They're doing everything right, and we appreciate how they're doing everything right. And we're just excited to have a new athletic booster club start up this year. Once again, we give good luck to our Collinsville football team heading to Peacer. They're 2-0. We're going to start here in about 2 minutes. I'm going to turn it over to Carrie. She's going to announce the rosters of both teams. This is going to turn it over to the game announcements, and we'll get ready to start here in about 2.5 to 3 minutes. So, Carrie, I'm turning it over to you.
All
All right, guys, let's go to the court for All right, reading the roster for Sam Rayburn, we have Avery Amlin, number 1. Number 2, Michaela Edel. Number 4, Caitlin Capehart. Number 5, Abby Keaton. Number 7, Ella Terry. Number 8, Kayla Wallace. Number 9, Aslan Terry. Number 10, Avery Chaffin. Number 11, Addie Nicholas. Number 12, Bailey Williams. For Collinsville, we've got player number 1, Audrey Miller. Number 2, Bella Hall. Number 3, Madison Ashton. Number 4, Michaela McDonald. Number 5, Jessica McAdams. Number 6, Hayden Bryson. Number 10, Addison McDonald. Number 11, Katie Johnson. Number 12, Rosie Cordero. Number 14, Devin Elvington. Number 15, Taylor Shepard. And number 20, Abby Martin. Head coach is Melissa Johnson with assistant coaches Emily Ellis, Kim Stone, Terry Ryan, and the girls athletic director Daniel Johnson. Principal Kim Patterson and Superintendent Mark Dykes. I'm Carrie Johnson, commentating with Daniel Johnson. Pretty soon, in about 39 seconds, we're going to be going to the court for on-court announcements. As you can see right now, the teams are warming up serving. It's always awesome to see the kids serve as hard as they can in pregame. As I'm sure you can hear the pregame music, always got that going on for the kids. About 6 seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the court for on-court announcements. Teams are now huddling up while the refs take their positions. This is always about a 30-second interval where the coach can get in a few last-minute words, get her team organized. We've got Daniel Johnson commentating on the announcements. Being that there's no contact on the court, the teams line up and wave at each other and now huddle together for a little pregame prayer and speech.
Going to be an exciting game today, Carrie. I can't wait to see what we got going on here. I sure hope our girls are up for it. I think they are. They seemed to be excited yesterday and the day before. I think they're up for the game, and hopefully we can really get to performing, because I don't think it's rotation. I don't think it's chemistry. I just think it's about performance. So it's something that we need to fix. What's your thoughts right before we get started in the next about 45 seconds?
I'm excited to see what we can do on the floor. I like seeing a lot of upperclassmen and a few returners on the floor. I think upperclassmen can really help. I know Captain Taylor Shepard, number 15, when she plays at her top game, the rest of the team seems to follow, and that's just an upperclassman leadership tool.
Oh, right away. I mean, there's no doubt. When she's rolling, we're rolling. So it's one of them situations where we got to get the whole team going. Here we go. Here we go. We got a Madison Ashton on the block. Hayden Bryson on the set, and there you go, Michaela McDonald on the kill.
What was interesting to see there is that Hayden didn't have time to get under it to set it, but she chose to make a rational decision to bump set it rather than try to force her body to set it.
100%. We got Audrey Miller that's checked into the game, and she had her first set, which is in. So here we are with an ace for Audrey Miller.
Something good about that serve is that it really does seem to be so close to getting out, and then at the last second it drops.
There's Audrey Miller with a second serve. Collinsville leads 2-0 right now as we're looking at. We get a good block up. Oh, a good bump by Hayden Bryson, a set by Taylor Shepard, and Katie Johnson with a kill. What an excellent opportunity right there for Taylor Shepard to help herself out.
There's no doubt. She came in with the bump set, helped a freshman teammate out, instead of taking it for herself, which is another sign of just a good teammate.
Audrey Miller with the third set in a row. Here we go, rocking and rolling here. The girls are getting set up. They're on their rotation. There's a bump by number 14, Devin Elvington. A nice set by Hayden Bryson. Another kill by Katie Johnson. Excellent, excellent. What would you see there for chemistry, Carrie?
Rather than what I liked just by an individual, rather than kill it, KJ made the decision to kind of roll it over and got a little bit lucky with the Sam Rayburn player tapping it, but that was a good 1-2-3 approach by Collinsville.
Audrey Miller with the serve again, then she bumps to to Hayden Bryson. Hayden Bryson bump sets to Taylor, which Taylor Shepard hit the ball to the net. It's 4-1 Collinsville, Sam Rayburn ball. Number 12, Bailey Williams for Sam Rayburn, is starting the game off with the serve. And she hits the ball in the net.
Collinsville rotates. Now serving, we've got number 6, Hayden Bryson. an incoming freshman who is trying to figure out the setter's position, but overall doing an outstanding job.
Number 20, Abigail Martin, checks into the game. Nice set. Bump by Audrey Miller. Bump set by Hayden Bryson. A great kill or attack by Katie Johnson. Sam Rayburn's playing tough. They're kind of scrappy. Bump by Hayden Bryson. Set by Taylor Shepard. Abigail Martin with the attack. Once again, Sam Rayburn is hitting the ball pretty well. Madison Ashton with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. Katie Johnson with the attack. It's going to be whoever makes the first mistake, and it happens to be Sam Rayburn. 6-1 Collinsville.
Coming off Sam Rayburn's error, that was an excellent play by Collinsville with the perfect bump, perfect set, and then Katie Johnson for the kill.
Hayden Bryson with the serve. Sam Rayburn still working hard. Taylor Shepard with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set to Katie Johnson. Boom on the kill. That was outstanding.
Those are the kind of things that Collinsville really needs to learn how to do as they go deeper into district. Being able to take free balls like that or little mistakes that Sam Rayburn makes and then just thrive off of it. Hayden Bryson with the third set.
Third set, that's exactly right. So here she goes again, serving the ball again, and Sam Rayburn making errors, and there's Sam Rayburn with the timeout as we're rocking and rolling here in Collinsville ISD. What'd you see, Carrie? What is something that you thought they did to get better right there for chemistry? Because what we talked about in pregame was chemistry had to be a big deal.
Like I said a moment before, with Sam Rayburn giving them free balls and kind of easy balls over the net, Collinsville's got to take that and roll with it. They got to take anything they can get. That's something that's going to be a big deal, especially when they get to bigger teams. Anytime a bigger team or Sam Rayburn gives them an opportunity to set something up and kill the ball, that needs to happen, especially because that helps with the chemistry.
Oh, exactly. I totally agree. And that's something that they need to get better at. And this is exactly what it takes. Is games like this get better games, but we're not good enough, in my opinion, to take any plays off. They must continue to find that chemistry on the court.
Especially with being a young team, what they want to be able to do is just to return everything and to make a play out of everything. They're not good enough to get down a couple of points and then, kind of come back. They have to fight for every point, fight every play, and just figure out a way to get it over the net.
Okay, here we go. Miss Hayden Bryson still back up serving right here. There's our scoreboard working the buzz machine. 8-1 Collinsville. Hayden Bryson on the serve. Sam Rayburn with the bunt. I'm not real familiar with their name, so I apologize for that. But we had Audrey Miller with the bump, Hayden Bryson with the set, Taylor Shepard with the kill. Boom. I just love the rotation there. Don't you, how they're moving with the ball, Carrie?
Yes, and that's exactly what it takes, being able to set it up, get it to your tall player in the middle, and give her an opportunity to put it down. Hayden
Bryson with the serve again. 12 for Sam Rayburn over to 5. 10 with the bump over. Madison Ashton with the bump. Oh, what a C-set with Abigail Martin putting the ball down on a kill. Excellent. We need more sets like that. What do you think, Carrie?
I think so too, being able to have a variety of sets and mix it up and not go to the same place every time.
Hayden Bryson, Collinsville winning 10-1 with another serve. Taylor Shepard.
What I really liked about that is Taylor was able to come over and help Abigail Martin put that down. It didn't have to be an individual thing. It was both of them being able to get up and block it from the net.
100%. 11-1 Collinsville. Hayden Bryson with the set. Oh, should have been a double right there by the set, which, it's called quite a bit in high school volleyball, so it's a situation that setter's got to get that technique down, get the footwork down.
I think it's called a lot right now because there's a lot of young setters with a lot of teams having a lot of players having graduated. So young setters are trying to figure out, how to keep their fingers out and keep the ball from spinning.
Number 11 for Sam Rayburn on the kill, Addie Nichols. It is now 12-2 Collinsville. Kind of a situation, one problem that we do have is we let a lot of balls fall in that shouldn't. But here we go. It looks like they're running a 5-1. Bump by Madison Ashton, set by Bella Hall. Another kill by Katie Johnson. That right there looked great.
Something we haven't seen from her a lot is short cross-court hits like that, which she's getting a lot better at. From prior games, she hits hard, but she hits consistently to a spot. So being able to mix it up where she hits it is a definite bonus.
Madison Ashton with the serve. Oh, Addie McDonald with the kill right there, which was outstanding because it was set up by Sam Rayburn. Madison Ashton with the save. Audrey Miller with the set. Abigail bumps it over. Oh, we got a pancake by Madison Ashton. Abigail Martin puts the ball back over. Now they're bumping it back from number 11, Addie Nichols. Bella Hall with the set to Addie McDonald, which attacks it extremely hard. Here we go playing a free ball again. Madison with the set, with the bump. Boom. Outstanding kill and outstanding set by Bella Hall and Katie Johnson. Kids keep performing. Addison McDonald's performing.
And they come up short in the end. But it's things like that that are going to make us a better team. Just being able to volley, set up the play every now and then. Yes, we had a mistake, but in the long run, those are the kind of things that are going to help us become better. I
agree. 13-3, Collinsville with the lead. Audrey Miller with the bump. Bella Hall with an outstanding save, with another outstanding save. Abigail Martin reacts to Bella Hall's hit off the one fist. Another attack. Audrey Miller with the club, and Abigail Martin hitting the ball over. What a great volley right there. Oh, and then we win the battle right there. What do you call that, Carrie, when they're clubbing it with the hand forearm?
That's called scrapping, and that's something that a lot of young teams, especially Collinsville, can do. With older teams, you can kind of be more organized, but when you're younger, like this team right here, you need to be able to scrap and just get everything up.
Michaela McDonald checks into the game with Katie Johnson with an ace right away, which brings Collinsville up 15-3. I still like the movement that we're doing. Our kids are really flying around the ball. Katie Johnson on the serve again. They try to tip it over. Bella Hall with the set to Addison McDonald. Addison McDonald gets the ball out. Still a good play, still a good hit.
Very good setup.
One thing I've noticed, Carrie, is that setter is so important in volleyball.
And it's very underappreciated. A lot of people don't understand exactly what a setter has to do. A setter is in every single play, pretty much touches the ball every single time, and is constantly on the floor.
What a great play by Katie Johnson on the dive, and Addison McDonald with the reaction. Girls, great job right there by Collinsville by just not giving up. One thing I know Coach Johnson preaches, and I know you know as well, Carrie, is that play to the whistle. Play to the whistle no matter what. Abigail Martin is getting set to set. Collinsville up 16-4. Great serve.
Another double by Sam Rayburn.
Another double by Sam Rayburn. Well, Carrie, I think she called number 5 into the net as well. Abigail Martin set the serve again. Looks like we got Hayden Bryson checking in for Bella Hall. Great job by Bella setting it up during her time in the game. Abigail Martin sets it up into the net. 14, Devin Elbington checks in. Looks like we have number 11, Addie Nichols. I've said her name 3 times. Bumped by Katie Johnson, set by Hayden Bryson, attacked by Michaela McDonald. Bumped by Hayden Bryson, set by Michaela McDonald. Addison McDonald putting the ball down.
Little sister-to-sister action.
Yeah, it's priceless. We win the battle there. It's 18-5, Collinsville. Looks like number 15, Taylor Shepard, checking back into the game. Great job by her libero, Madison Ashton. Addison McDonald serving. Oh, Michaela McDonald with the attack. Great job right there, Michaela, putting right where they needed to be.
That was all from experience. We had Michaela McDonald, who's a returner from last year's team, and Taylor Shepard, a senior, who has played volleyball in this program. Taylor Shepard, just knowing where Michaela McDonald was, is the kind of chemistry that it takes to keep the score ahead.
Oh, Addison McDonald with the ace right there, so great job, which brings it 20-5, and you're exactly right, which right now we have 3 freshmen, 1 sophomore, and 2 seniors on the court. Another serve by Addison McDonald, which Collinsville wins that battle as well. Brings the score 21-5. Another serve by Addison McDonald. Bumped by Katie Johnson, set by Hayden Bryson, and Taylor Shepard on the kill. I just love when she hits the ball that hard, but like you said, it's all about the set as well, not just as much as the kill, and it's a great set by Hayden Bryson.
I don't think a play gets any better than that. You could really see Taylor Shepard try to get up and put it down as hard as she can.
Another great serve by Addison McDonald, a good set by Hayden Bryson. Taylor Shepard again hits the net, setting it up for a bump over by number 5. Abby Keaton for Sam Rayburn. Oh, another kill off the forehead by Taylor Shepard. Love the set, love the kill. 23-5, Collinsville. Addison McDonald with the serve, which just shaves the top of the net. Number 5, Abby Keaton back over, bumped by Katie Johnson, set by Hayden Bryson.
A high tip that finds its way down.
High tip finds its way down. Good job, KJ. Good job, Hayden. Good job, everybody. 24-5, Collinsville. Addison McDonald with the serve.
Game point.
Tip over by number 5, Abby Keaton. A long set over by Hayden Bryson. Michaela McDonald gets the kill. 25-5, Collinsville. 1-0, Collinsville. Carrie, what you got?
That was a very good first set to see. What I really liked, honestly, was the teams especially is that they'll do really good on a first set and then come out that second set, and it's just not the same energy. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Collinsville can come out and have the same game as they did the first one.
What do you think she's saying right now, Carrie? What's the situation? What do you think she's saying right now with 1 minute to go, up 1-0? What would you say as a coach to talk to the girls?
That was a great set, but it wasn't good enough, that we can still do better because this team has quite a lot of potential, and you just got to see what they come out and do this second set, how they get better from the first set.
Totally agree. Well, Carrie Johnson, here we go. We got Collinsville up 1-0. And we are once again 0-1 in district, and I'm going to repeat that over and over because I want our girls to understand that we are better than this and we are better than that, and I know that they believe that. I know their head coach believes that. So hopefully we can get these girls back on the chemistry, get them game rolling. I love seeing the smiles out there, so they're having fun and getting better. Once again, Carrie, you've gone through a situation like this before. There's nothing like motivation when you get a win.
That's exactly right. They are having a great time right now, so let's see how the second game goes and see if that great time changes or stays consistent. I know from experience that many times when I was younger with my team, we would have a great win like we just did and then come out and maybe not have as good of a set because you got to learn, like, yes, you can have fun and yes, you can have a great time, but that can't change your mentality and the seriousness of committing to the game and getting serious when you need to.
Well, once again, we're up 1-0. I want to once again thank Ken Kemp and Ty Hill for setting us up for us today. I also want to thank our camera operator and director, Sasha Young, for putting this together. Audrey Miller with the serve, and number 5, Abby Keaton with the set over. Nice set by Hayden Bryson. Good job by Katie Johnson on the kill right there. What'd you think about that? Once again, a perfect play. What I really liked about that set is that Hayden kind of knew what KJ wanted. You could just tell by pushing it out on the net and allowing KJ to kind of soar and put it down. That's the kind of chemistry that is growing in this game. Audrey Miller with the serve again, and a great opportunity here. Oh, good job right there on the jab. Good job on the bump and getting the ball back over. Those are the kind of back row players you want. Good save.
Very nice.
Yes, it was. Good save by Devin Elvington right there. Good set by Hayden Bryson. Katie Johnson with the kill. Carrie, that's exactly what we need more of, is just reaction plays.
Yeah, you got to give them a hand for that one. With the young team, you know, they haven't seen a lot of hits like this and just action like this. So it's something that just comes with experience and with time. And you can see that it's finally kicking in.
3-0 Collinsville. Once again, this is Daniel Johnson with Carrie Johnson broadcasting the Collinsville High School volleyball game on Collinsville High School YouTube channel. Audrey Miller with the set again. Collinsville up 3-0. Make it 4-0. We want to say good luck to our high school football team going to Peacer tonight. It's an exciting time for high school football. They're 2-0, but we're back to volleyball. Hayden Bryson with the set to Taylor Shepard. Boom! On the kill, 1-5, Taylor Shepard.
That's something Taylor Shepard is very talented at, is that she can have hands over the net, but she finds a way around those hands in order to either shank it off their hands or to find a hole.
Audrey Miller with the serve again, 5-0 Collinsville, and Audrey Miller is going to get what you call an ace. Great job, Audrey. Carrie, what do you think? What do you? I mean, when you're up like this, 6-0? What's going through their mind, and what do they need to be thinking about?
What they need to be thinking about is not to lose the momentum. But I'm sure what they're thinking about right now is, man, we're doing really good.
Well, there's another ace by Audrey Miller. Love seeing the excitement from the bench over there, which is really cool. Time out by Sam Rayburn. Carrie, what's your thoughts? What's Coach Johnson need to go over right here?
My thoughts right now for the team is that they've got a lot of energy, which is outstanding. A team with a lot of energy just seems to play better, you can already tell. Coach Johnson hopefully is in there in the huddle.
So if you're Sam Rayburn's coach right now, what are you saying?
Probably, you know, like with Collinsville, you won a game, but you won one set, but you didn't win the whole game, and that's what I would be saying as the Sam Rayburn coach. They won a set, but they haven't won the whole game. We've still got an opportunity.
Well, here we go back. Audrey Miller is still serving. 7-0 Collinsville. Once again, this is Daniel Johnson broadcasting with Carrie Johnson.
Coach Johnson forgets to pause the music as he's with broadcasting.
I'm also in charge of the music here, and I forgot to turn it down, so my apologies to everyone listening right here. What a great serve by Audrey Miller. Oh, what a good bump by Devin Elvington, and a great set by Hayden Bryson, bump set, and Katie Johnson on the kill. I will say this about Sam Rayburn, even though we're winning 8-0, Carrie, they are scrappy.
And they're playing hard, which is what it takes. What I really liked about that play right there is that Devin was in the perfect position to receive the ball, and you know that's the kind of thing that comes with experience. A couple of weeks ago, she wouldn't have known that it came there, but now she kind of knows that when people generally hit, it's going to go there.
Well, and that's exactly right, and that's what I felt like before the missing few kids that we have due to stuff that was out of their control. I felt like we were getting there, and then once they departed and then came back, I felt like Coach Johnson's having to work their way back into that. So you're absolutely right on that situation. Great
play by Collinsville, brings us 9-0.
Audrey Miller on the serve, 9-0 Collinsville. Taylor Shepard getting on the block. Madison Ashland laying out. Katie Johnson on the bump set. Hayden Bryson pushes it over. Another great job by number 10 for them. And they call number 6, Hayden Bryson, into the net.
Something about that play is she doesn't realize it yet, but she's got to use her vertical jump, be able to get up and kind of tip that over before it gets too far down in the net. But once again, that's something that just comes with experience.
Taylor Shepard on the bump, Hayden Bryson with the set, and that's the tip attack you're talking about by number 15, Taylor Shepard, but number 6, Hayden Bryson with the set there.
With Taylor Shepard tipping that's just another example of a returner having had experience with the varsity game. She knew people were there, so she was able to put it somewhere they weren't.
Number 20, Abigail Martin, checks into the game, and she gets, Taylor Shepard gets the set by Hayden Bryson, and Taylor Shepard kills it again.
Like we said before the game even started, if upperclassmen are having a good game, such as Taylor Shepard, a captain, kind of helps the rest of the team roll.
Hayden Bryson with the serve again, and it looks as if number 5 sends it over for Abby Keaton. Hayden Bryson with the set from Abigail Martin. Katie Johnson with the attack. Once again, Sam Rayburn gets the ball back over on a C set to Abigail Martin from Hayden Bryson. Madison Ashton did bump that. Taylor Shepard on the rotation. Good pancake by Abigail Martin.
Abigail Martin, a returner from last year's regional tournament qualifying team.
And Abigail was a sub last year, but the experience that she got last year with you guys has really improved her as a player this year. Don't you agree?
Oh, 100%.
Hayden Bryson on the serve again, and looks like it went to number 7, Ella Terry at Sam Rayburn. Number 10 pushes it over. Avery Chaffin set up by Hayden Bryson to Katie Johnson on the attack. Set up again by Taylor Shepard and Katie Johnson on the fist bump over. Sam Rayburn, here they are still working, Carrie. They're still doing a good job, but I'm going to tell you who's doing a better job, and that's the Collinsville Lady Pirates.
Sam Rayburn's giving us a great look at what we got to do to continue playing. They're returning it almost every single time, forcing us to set it up and to make plays.
Yeah, I think we're playing at a high level right now, which is exactly what we need, because something you can't simulate in practice, and you know this great play by Audrey Miller, is you can't simulate a game. Abigail Martin with the save, Taylor Shepard with the set, Katie Johnson with the kill.
And that's that scrappiness that it takes.
And you can't simulate games in practice. You try to as a coach, but you just can't do it. So we need this movement, which I thought was a pretty good job. Hayden Bryson with the serve again. Tip over by number 5, Abby Keaton. Hayden Bryson sets it up to Katie Johnson, who fist bumps it over. Katie Johnson with the bump. Hayden Bryson with, that's what you were talking about, with the fist bump over, and there's Sam Rayburn being scrappy again.
Outside the net.
Is that outside the pole there? Is that correct, Carrie? We have a substitution for Sam Rayburn. It looks as if, you see what number that is, Carrie?
7 and 9.
Number 9, Aslan Terry checks in. And number 5, Jessica McAdams checks in for the Collinsville Pirates, who's leading 15-1. Hayden Bryson with the serve. And it becomes an ace.
Jessica McAdams, number 5, is also a senior who's had experience with the regional team, as she helped several times. And
she works so hard. Hayden Bryson on the serve. And we have Taylor Shepard with the bump, Hayden Bryson with the set, and Taylor Shepard with the kill.
Taylor Shepard having a great night tonight at the net.
And I apologize to Sam Rayburn. I'm on the floor level right now, and I can't see all their numbers. If I'm not saying their names enough, I'm still trying to figure it out. So I apologize to Sam Rayburn for not saying their numbers. Hayden Bryson on the serve. Collinsville leading 16-1.
And even though it's now 17-1, Sam Rayburn's not having a bad game like we talked about. It just seems that, we found a peak and we're kind of taking off from it.
Well, and Carrie, a couple of weeks ago, this is what we looked like. And like I said, we kind of had some downtime there. Oh, looky there, almost got the ball over that. We kind of had some downtime where we didn't have our whole team together. And we kind of went backwards a little bit. But I'm going to tell you, I really think this team is persistent to go forward. And I know that they're championship material. We just got to get there.
That's exactly right.
Number 2, Michaela Adele, their libero for Sam Rayburn, will be doing the serving. Katie Johnson on the bump, Bella Hall with the set, Katie Johnson with the attack. Number 10, Avery Chaffin for Sam Rayburn hit it over, but number 15 had the solo block, Taylor Shepard.
Now our libero, Madison Ashton, on the serve.
Number 12, Rosie Cordero checks into the game for Collinsville. Collinsville winning 18-2, and Madison Ashton with the ace.
It's actually very interesting. When I moved to Collinsville as a newcomer, I'd always been number 12, so I took number 12 when I moved here. And now Rosie has come in as a newcomer and is number 12. So it's just an interesting turn of events that two newcomers who come in both choose the same number.
Totally agree. 19-2, Collinsville leads this. Timeout by Sam Rayburn. Great opportunity for Collinsville Coach Johnson to keep teaching the game, keep teaching opportunities, keep teaching situations so that the Collinsville girls can get better. What would you be saying in a situation like this, Carrie, up 19-2?
That the game's not over. They've still got 6 points that they've got to push towards, and even though Sam Rayburn has 2 in varsity volleyball, in any varsity sport, you just never know what could happen. So they got to keep pushing, got to keep that momentum, got to keep doing what they're doing, keeping that scrappiness, keep playing, making plays, and it'll be a good end result.
Well, once again, we want to thank the Collinsville Athletic Booster Club. If you're not involved in the Collinsville Athletic Booster Club, please do so. They're doing great things for the athletic program here in Collinsville. Also want to thank Ken Kemp for setting this stuff up for us, and Ty Hill, and Sasha Young for being our director and camera woman this evening. Madison Ashton with the serve. Collinsville up 20-2. Outstanding game for us. Madison Ashton serving again. Number 7 setting it up for Sam Rayburn. Ella Terry.
Good job for Jessica McAdams on following it to the line.
And number 5, Abby Keaton.
Number 3, Madison Ashton on the serve once more.
Okay, Madison Ashton with the bump, Bella Hall with the set. Boom, Katie Johnson with the kill.
Very nice. Those are the kind of plays that it takes.
Well, and I just like the movement. I like how everybody's moving. I like how they're rotating with the ball and everything. Everything looks great. Madison Ashton with his serve again. Collinsville's winning 22-2.
Something that's awesome, too, is that you can just tell they're having a great time, and that really helps a team play better.
Well, and the way they've been working, they've been in the weight room, lifting weights, in there doing mat drills, in there doing whatever they can to get better. Because we found Jessica McAdams with the great bump right there, Bella Hall with the set, Rosie Cordero with the attack. They're feeding back on what we do around here. And as you know, as our kids work extremely hard in the weight room, they lift 3 days a week. If they don't have a game, they're in the weight room, and I feel like it's making them better.
Madison Ashton with the serve again.
23-2, Collinsville. Lady Pirate volleyball team is ahead. Make that 24-2.
Game point.
Game point, Madison Ashton with the ace. Madison Ashton with the serve. Once again, we're up 1-0. Collinsville, that is up 1-0. We got a
good try on Bella Hall on the one hand, but just didn't get it to the court.
Well, and what I like about our team is Jessica and Madison Ashton, even though Bella hit the ball backwards, they were going to run through the wall to get through it. 24-3, Collinsville. Game point. Madison Ashton with the bump, Bella Hall with the set, Katie Johnson with the hit into the net. And these are scenarios that we have to fix. When you can kill it, kill it. You don't want to allow, even though you're up 24-4, you don't want to allow people to even think they have confidence to get back into the game.
This is what it takes, too, to practice just finishing a game. You know, even though it's 24-4 and we just need one more point, we still have to get that 1 point. The game's not over yet. It takes a good team to be able to close the game, not just get ahead.
I totally agree, and you got to learn how to win. And even though you've won in tournament ball or in softball and basketball or whatever it is, you still have to learn to win whenever you're in a losing streak. And we just won the second set, up 2-0, 25-4. Carrie, what's your thoughts?
Collinsville comes to the sidelines for another team inning. That was another great game. Very awesome to see the young Collinsville players come out and just really take over this game. You can tell that they're just invested. They're having a great time. They're having fun. The chemistry is on fire right now, and that's exactly what it's going to take for Collinsville to get past their losing streak. Is just to be able to have fun with it, figure out what they got to do, and just go from there.
I want to apologize to the audience. I think we had some cutouts, Carrie, where they couldn't hear us. It's because we were changing views and we did not realize that the audio was shutting off during that time. Once again, Ken Kemp, our equipment setup guy, let us know that right away, and Ty Hill and Sasha Young came down and let us know, the director of the operation. I apologize for that if there was a cutout or delay at any time, but we're back on air now, and we fully understand what we got to do. Now, Carrie, here's the deal. We're up 2-0. We're 0-1 in district. They're 1-0 in district. What do we have? What does Coach Johnson right now have to preach to them in order for us to get back to a successful situation?
That they're just one set away from breaking a losing streak and getting on a roll. If they can win one more set, 25 more points, then they'll be 1-1 in district. And from there, you just never know what can happen. Because like we talked about earlier, with the losing streak, all it takes is just one win to break it and to take off from there. So all it takes is one to figure out what kind of team you need to be in order to get better. And with the way they're playing right now, just scrappy and making plays every single time and getting their serves over and limiting the errors, this may be the team that they are, and that loss on Tuesday is what it took to find it tonight.
Once again, I want to give thanks to our Collinsville Athletic Booster Club. If you have not joined, please do so. They have done tremendous things for the athletic program already in this short amount of time this season. I also want to give thanks to Ken Kemp for setting this stuff up. I also want to give thanks to Sasha Young for being the camera woman and also being our director of this program this afternoon. Once again, this is Daniel Johnson and Carrie Johnson working on Collinsville High School YouTube channel. Don't forget our home football game next week and our home volleyball game as well. It is a homecoming week next week. Carrie and I are both going to broadcast a high school football game at Collinsville next week, our homecoming game. So that's going to be exciting times. Carrie, talk about the past success. How does the past success help the rebuilding process?
It doesn't. The past success, while the past success was great, it's over. So making it to the regional tournament this year doesn't determine anything for this year. So even though last year's team made it all the way to the regional tournament and placed second in district, that doesn't mean anything for this year's team, not even for the returners. They can brag about it, talk about it, reminisce about it, but that doesn't contribute at all to this year's season, and that's something that they have to realize, that while the Collinsville volleyball team has been incredibly good in the past, that doesn't mean that they're going to be just as good this year. They still have to work for it, just as the team in the past years worked for it.
Well, I totally agree with that, and I'm so glad you said that. Yeah, it's good to rebuild a program and win each and every year, but just because you went to the regional tournament last year doesn't mean you're guaranteed a berth every year. So very, very good point. Carrie, can you see what number that is serving?
Number 5.
You got number 5, Abby Keaton serving. Michaela McDonald in the game with the bump. Katie Johnson with the save, and Taylor Shepard with the bump over. Katie Johnson run backs on the court, hits a bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. Left-handed attack by Michaela McDonald, saved by Taylor Shepard, who bumps it over again. Great scrappy moves by the Collinsville Pirates. Madison Ashton with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. And Taylor Shepard, boom!
Another great play. We've seen many of those tonight. Something I really liked on that particular play about in the middle of it was that Hayden Bryson took the initiative to call off a fellow teammate, saying that she had the second hit, and that's something I talked about, her being a former setter, and with her now being a freshman setter, if you can get that ball, you want to get that ball, and that's the role that she's got to fit herself in, and that's kind of what the rest of the players need to do, figure out their role and how they're going to be successful in that role.
Exactly. Hayden Bryson with the set right there. Katie Johnson with the attack, but it was blocked by number 10, Avery Chaffin. Great job. Go ahead, Carrie.
Hayden Bryson brings it back to the court. Taylor Shepard with the dig.
Madison Ashton with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. And Taylor Shepard with the kill. Excellent, excellent job being scrappy once more.
Well, we definitely know that Taylor Shepard's going to have quite the long highlight video tonight.
Like to hear that. Everybody likes to hear that. Every mom and dad and player. Great serve by Audrey Miller. Madison Ashton with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. Over to Katie Johnson. Ooh, double hits.
That was a good play. Hayden Bryson just couldn't quite get it all the way over to Katie Johnson. Katie Johnson couldn't figure out how to position her body. But once again, that's something that just comes with practice and just figuring each other out with chemistry.
It looks as if the point goes to Collinsville because they had someone into the net. But one thing I like about this group as well is I've never heard anybody complain about the way the sets are or anything. They're all such good friends and they get along and they just try to work with each other. So great job by Katie there. Audrey Miller with the serve again. Should be Collinsville up 3-0. bump by Katie Johnson, set by Hayden Bryson. Boom, good. Well, they called that out. It was a great attack by Katie Johnson, but it went out of bounds.
Good idea, just barely missed its mark point. And those are the kind of things you want to be able to practice when you're this far ahead in the game. What can you work on? What can you get better at in your craft?
Looks like number 2, Michaela Idle, is serving again. I think they're trying to fix the scoreboard. It should read 3-1 or 3-2. Should read 3-1 or 3-2. I think it's 3-1.
Currently it reads 2-2 while they try to figure it out.
Well, they called the girl into the net earlier, and I don't know if she might have had her head down in the scorebook. Looks like they're fixing it right now, and it is 3-1. Collinsville up 2-0. Once again, Daniel Johnson with Carrie Johnson on Collinsville High School YouTube network. Madison Ashton with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. Taylor with the attack, but number 10 killed it. There's the dump by Hayden Bryson. Audrey Miller with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. What an outstanding kill by Taylor Shepard.
Yeah, it was. What I really liked about that was not necessarily Taylor's kill, but her attempt at a kill and getting blocked, and Devin Elvington knowing where to be to help her out. That's kind of the sign of a good team, a good teammate, of knowing that you have to be there to back up someone else in case there's failure.
100%. Devin rotated down, bumped it over, and they reset that up. Abigail Martin checks into the game along with Bella Hall as well. What number do you see, Carrie, for Sam Rayburn? Do you see a number? Number 10, Avery Chaffin. Bella Hall with the set. Katie Johnson with the attack. Taylor Hall with the bump. Bella Hall with the set. And Taylor Shepard puts it down again. Abigail Martin with the bump. Bella Hall setting it up to Abigail. And boom, Abigail Martin put something behind that.
That was great cross-court action on Bella Hall, and a great setup between the two. Abby Martin made the rational decision to, instead of kill it, let it come to her to set it up. Bella got her a good set to position herself under, and she killed it.
Up 5-2, Madison Ashton with the serve. Audrey Miller with the save. Madison Ashton with the effort play. Bella with the bump over. Number 4, Caitlin Capehart with the attack, but they called number 10, Addison McDonald, into the net.
Check, number 20, Abby Martin in the net.
Number 20, Abigail Martin in the net. Number 7, Ella Terry for Sam Rayburn is the server. Abigail Martin with the bump. Bella Hall with the bump over. And it is in. A great job by number 2, Bella Hall.
She was able to take that free ball and to turn it into something that wasn't so easy, pushing it all the way to the back of the court.
And I liked how Abigail got blocked right there, but still had the reaction to hit the ball, and then you had your teammate over there, Bella Hall, ready to put it over. Great jump serve by Katie Johnson.
And that's an ace for number 11. That brings the score 7-3, Collinsville.
Katie Johnson with the serve here, number 11, Katie Johnson. Boom. Sets the ball in the corner and gets another ace, 8-3.
That's 2 in a row for her.
Once again, for this being Sam Rayburn's first year in volleyball, they look extremely competitive. Of course, everything they do, they're good. Very competitive team, well-ran program by Coach Richards over there. Abigail Martin with the set to Addison McDonald. Addison McDonald gets the kill.
Something great about this jump serve from number 11, Katie Johnson, is that she is also a returner from last year's regional team, and the jump serve isn't something she did. So coming in as a sophomore and her game already being elevated has definitely helped out with this new team trying to find its groove. And Sam Rayburn calls a timeout, and the teams go to their benches.
Timeout by Sam Rayburn, like you said. 9-3 Collinsville, up 2-0, 0-1 in district. Sam Rayburn is 1-0 in district. So once again, Carrie, what would you do in a situation? What's your coaching point to the kids right now?
Don't lose the momentum. I would say, especially to Collinsville right now, we want to get better. That we are 0-1 and we're not 1-1 yet. That we have to finish this game and just continually get better. And I know that we've mentioned that a lot tonight, but that's really all that it takes. There's no special tool, no secret medicine, no anything like that. Not one player that's going to make a difference. It's really just coming in and getting better. Each individual getting better at what they have to do. The setter mixing it up, the hitters being able to hit it all over the place, the setters or the servers getting it over the net. It just takes each individual to get better for the overall team.
Agree 100%. Once again, thank you, Ken Kemp, Ty Hill, for setting us up today, and camera operator and director Sasha Young. This is Daniel Johnson with Kerry Johnson, broadcasting the Collinsville High School volleyball district game on Collinsville High School's YouTube network channel. Katie Johnson with the with the serve. Michaela McDonald with the bump. Bella Hall with the set. Back to Michaela McDonald, who puts the ball back over the net. Sam Rayburn still being scrappy, but they get a 4-hit.
What was great about that with this team is that the ball hadn't quite gone over the net, but Abigail Martin was at the net ready to receive it just in case.
Well, it's good to see things like that. You know, as an ex-player, as a coach that you are, it's one of those situations where you recognize that stuff. And number 11, Addie Nichols gets the attack. Abigail Martin gets the tip. Bella Hall saves it, gets it over to Addison McDonald. That bumps the ball over to get to the point. 11-3, Collinsville. Katie Johnson still at the serve. Jump serve with the power over. I can't see their numbers. And number 11, Addie Nichols gets the kill. Addison McDonald gets the block, but it did not go back over, so I guess it's not a block. So she got the tip. Abigail Martin, good job on the dive. Effort's what we're looking for, so that's an extreme positive. Number 4, Caitlin Capehart serving for Sam Rayburn, which she served it in on an ace.
That's something that Jessica McAdams did earlier that the younger girls in the back row right now did not do. Earlier it was going out, and Jessica McAdams, a senior, followed to the line, and you can see that these two freshmen and sophomore just kind of assumed that it was out. And that's something that they're going to have to learn in order to evolve their game.
100%. Right now, Katie Johnson, sophomore, 20 Abigail Martin, sophomore, 2 Bella Hall, sophomore. Number 3, Madison Ashton Jr., 10 Addison McDonald, freshman, and 4 Michaela McDonald, senior, on the court right now. 6 Hayden Bryson checks in, and number 14 Devin Elvington checks in.
Devin's really come in and been an impactful player for the back row. Back row players are difficult to find, especially ones that can just get the ball wherever it needs to be. And tonight she's really proven that anything that comes her way, she's able to put an arm, put a leg out, and just get it up for the center.
Well, she just hit an ace right there. One thing about Elvington is she is an athlete. She is somebody that we can't wait to get her more and more playing time that will help this program for the next 4 years in all 3 sports. So great job right there. Point Collinsville, 14-6 Collinsville. This is game 3, Collinsville up 2-0.
Number 14, Devin Elvington with the serve again.
On the outside of the pole, so on the outside of the net, OB. Once again, we wish our football team good luck on their way to Peacer, which they're 2-0. Devin Elvington with the serve, which becomes an ace. 16-6, Collinsville. Addison McDonald with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. Michaela McDonald with the attack. Man, she hit that one hard. Addie Nichols from Sam Rayburn hits it over. Madison bumps it. Hayden Bryson sets it. And little sister Addison McDonald with the kill.
What was great about that play is that Hayden Bryson had a very short set to outside hitter Michaela McDonald, but Michaela McDonald, a returner from the regional team, knew instead of to just fall short from it, how to fix it, how to get to it, and then she was able to hit it over and then bring it back so that her sister could get the overall kill.
Number 14, Devin Elvington with the jump serve with the ace. But you're exactly right. Michaela's experience does put her in the right position at the right time. We just got to find the right chemistry, and it looks like these girls are trying to find it tonight. 14, Devin Elvington with the ace again, which puts Collinsville up 20-6.
Timeout, Sam Rayburn.
Timeout, Sam Rayburn. Gary, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the process of the game? How are the girls looking from the last time you've seen them?
from the last time I've seen them, this is a complete turnaround. This is what I've always expected of them, but we haven't seen it yet. And I think as time has gone on, it's finally showing now, which is great to see. I wasn't able to make Tuesday's game, but I was able to see little clips of it and hear about it, and it sounded like Collinsville just didn't reach their potential versus Wolf City, and now we're seeing versus Sam Rayburn, a 1-0 team, that we're finally reaching our potential, and hopefully we can take this game and just grow from it into for the rest of district.
And that's what we're looking for. I think that's Coach Johnson. When I spoke to her about the team today, she's just like, I just need to take a step forward instead of a step sideways. I don't think we went backwards against Wolf City, against our last district game, but we did not take a step forward. We went sideways, and you could tell that they were in the middle of the season when we felt like we were just now starting over. So 100%, we got to get back into the groove of things, get back into our chemistry and our productive performance.
I think Wolf City was a little bit of a roller coaster game, and this game, Collinsville started at the bottom, and they keep reaching for the top.
Wow, Devin Elvington just jumped about 4.5 feet off the ground and did a jump serve with an ace. 14, Devin Elvington on the serve, a jump serve again. And anytime I hear a serve go boing, that means it's a big-time pop.
Interesting sound. I don't think I've actually heard that on the court, but
it was pretty deep. It sounded good. And there she goes again with another jump serve.
Barely finds its way out.
Out of bounds, which leads Collinsville 21-7. 21-7, Collinsville leading. Number 11, Addie Nichols is serving for Sam Rayburn. Number 12, Rosie Cordero checks in. Number 15, Taylor Shepard checks in for 3, Madison Ashton. Number 12, Rosie Cordero on the serve. Sets it up to number 10, Avery Chaffin. Hayden Bryson sets up Michaela McDonald. Number 12, Bailey Williams from Sam Rayburn taps it over. Number 10, Avery Chaffin taps it back over, sets it up to Michaela McDonald, who bumps it over from Hayden Bryson. We had a touch by Taylor Shepard, but it just fell in the middle of the court.
Katie Johnson tried for the pancake, but wasn't able to quite get there.
Number 3, Madison Ashton checks back in. 22-8, Collinsville. Devin Elvington with a
good left hand from Taylor Shepard, able to adjust to the set.
This is what we were talking about earlier. What you was emphasizing, Carrie, is where's the kill mentality? Where's the put them away mentality? It's something that we need to be in right now. Good bump by Madison. Somebody's got to talk. 14, Devin Elvington gets it over. Number 10, Avery Chaffin gets it over. Katie Johnson on the bump. Hayden Bryson on the set. Madison Ashton right where she needs to be. And Hayden Bryson dumps it over for Collinsville to go up 23-10.
And this is what it takes. This is the position Collinsville has found themselves in the third game, is trying to close it. And as we were talking about earlier, young teams have difficulties with that, being able to close a game. So this is what they've got to do in order to figure out how to become better.
Abigail Martin on the bump. She checks in for Devin Elvington. 22-10. Abigail Martin on the bump again. Hayden Bryson with the set. Michaela McDonald with the adjustment. Way to get the ball over the net. A tap over. Madison Ashton with the bump. Hayden Bryson with the set. Taylor Shepard with the push over, which came into a point. 23-10, Collinsville.
It was extremely scrappy, but Collinsville was able to pull that out, which, sometimes is what it takes. You may not be able to make a play look pretty like we have all night, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to get what it takes.
Number 1, Audrey Miller with the serve, and it goes out of bounds. 23-11 at Collinsville.
Those are the things Collinsville's got to learn too, is not just Audrey Miller, but the rest of the team, that you can't miss serves. Serves are too easy. Serves are an individual controlment that you can control, as I was just saying. Being able to get your serve over is the key part in volleyball.
There you go. And Madison Ashton with the bump, Hayden Bryson with the set, and Taylor Shepard with the kill. So it looks like we're at game point 24-11 Collinsville, which will lead us, if we get this point, to 1-1 in district play, tied with Sam Rayburn. Hayden Bryson with the serve. Madison Ashton with the bump. Taylor Shepard with the push over. Game, Collinsville.
25-11, a deep push from Taylor Shepard, and the teams now line up on the line and say goodbye to each other. One thing I wanted to say was that talking about missing serves, probably a lot of people didn't notice, but after Audrey Miller had missed that serve, if you were to have kept watching her, she didn't let it affect her. She kept jogging. She was continuously ready for the ball, and that's a sign of just maturement and someone growing on the team. A lot of younger kids would miss a serve, and that would kind of be a setback, but instead of letting that affect her, she continued to play in the game, and that's what Collinsville is going to have to learn, is that even though when there is drawbacks, you still have to be able to overcome that in order to win.
Yeah, and I think the overall scenario of the game, Carrie, is we got better. We pushed the envelope a little bit, and I felt like it was a situation where we were trying to get out of a hole, and we grew out of it. So give me your final thoughts before we sound off, Carrie.
That was a great game, and as you can see on the camera, we look very good down here broadcasting this game, but I'm excited to see what Collinsville, what else they're going to do, as they seem to have found their momentum and found their game tonight. So it's just going to be great to see what else they can do as district continues to roll.
Yeah, once again, I want to thank Ken Kemp for setting this up for us, for this equipment setup operator, and Ty Hill, our camera operator and director, Miss Sasha Young. We appreciate you directing this for us and setting this stuff up. Once again, this is Daniel Johnson and Carrie Johnson. Please, guys, come see us. Come see the girls play next Friday. They're at home, and then we're going to the homecoming. Carrie and I are going to do the homecoming game next week at live stream broadcasting as well. But come appreciate the Athletic Booster Club. Please try to join that if you have not joined it again. We're signing off. Congratulations to the girls volleyball team, which is 1-1 in district play. Thank you.
This is Carrie Johnson and Daniel Johnson, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, ma'am.